Hello, my name is Randy Dobson. I'm an instructor here in the Houston, Texas area, and this video will be covering the chamfer command in Autocad 2018. And for those that are new to engineering or new to this type of work, chamfer is actually a common use term. I've kind of drawn something here. This is what's called a chamfered edge. And if somebody was to ever tell you that I need a 2 unit chamfer edge, then you would know that it's 2 by 2. These are both 45 degrees. Of course, this is 90. That is a true chamfered corner. Without all the dimensions on there, you can kind of get an idea what it looks like. It's that little we call dog ear, but this is the definition of a true chamfer. And you'll see as I go through the commands, I'm going to input the first number and it's already going to give me the second number, assuming that I'm going to do a regular chamfer. The chamfer does share the spot with the fillet command here. The only difference between them is fillet does rounded corners, chamfer does straight corners. And here, just like with fillet, it's already giving me a distance of 2 and 2. If that's not what I wanted, say I wanted 5 and 5, I would have to go to distance first, type in 5. Now watch what happens when I hit enter. It's going to ask for the second distance. It's already giving me a 5. So if this is going to be a true chamfer 45 degrees, I can just hit enter. Now when I pick my two lines, there we go. We've got the distance from here to here. Let me just kind of do that real quick. From this corner to here, that's 5. And from this corner to here is 5. And again, don't worry about the dimensioning. There will be videos on dimensions. I just want to show this to you. But there is a true chamfer, okay? 5 by 5. Let me undo this. Now, you can give it different distances. If I go to chamfer and I give it a first distance of 5 and then a second distance of 10, okay, which line I select first is where it's going to have the 5 and the 10. So I'm going to select here and see here. You can kind of see the background of it right there. This is where the 5 is going to be, right here, and then the 10 is down here. So if I would have went back and went chamfer distance 10 and then 5 by selecting here, then it's going to be longer more at the top, as you can see, like that. So this becomes, excuse me, look at this. That becomes the 10, and then this becomes the 5. So you'll see this, especially in architectural. Let me just undo this real quick. If you go to chamfer and go a distance of, say, 10 and a distance of 25, you kind of have the slope of a house. It could be a roof, maybe not that stiff. Let's go with distance of 5 and 15. I'll start from the bottom. Oops, let me start from the top here. There we go. It's almost as steep. But understanding that that's how it's selected. Now again, when you do the chamfer, you have the option of having a trim or no trim. In this case, let me just kind of draw something here real quick. If I go to chamfer and I do a distance of 5 and 5, it's set to trim the excess off. Whereas I can go to chamfer, go distance 5 and 5, and then go to trim and say no trim, and it will leave this line up there Okay, see, and it doesn't even trim that little piece off. Sometimes you may want to do that, but these are the options you need to go into a little bit deeper on your own. In this course, my main thing is to teach you the chamfer command, which is right here, and I'm going to set the distance at 5 and 5. I'm going to go to trim, set it to trim, and I'll pick these two, and it gives me a nice clean corner. Now again, the fillet command, if I go to chamfer and I give it a distance of 0 and 0, it will give me a perfect corner. And I'm just going to hit enter to repeat that if I want to keep the same options, and see I can just do those corners just like that. So very powerful command, but understanding, just like with fillet, that when you do chamfer, you need to make sure all your settings are the way you want it before you select your lines. Because once you select your lines, you can't change it. You'd have to go back and fix it afterwards. And that concludes my video on chamfer. Thank you.